what you're talking about is almost like a visual lexicon of possibilities, because it's a little bit different when you start getting into the learning, the cognitive part of it, which is probably more mechanical. You see it, you do something with it, but what do you do in your brain with it? How do you analyze what you just got? How, if you look at the way our eyes, for example, see, you've got 3 different, I think, receptors before it even gets to the one that says, oh, there's an old analogy that, for example, if you see a hose just rolled up on the floor, you walk by it and you go, oh, the initial brain reaction is a little primordial. It's snake. Danger. Snake. Maybe it's a snake. That's the first thought, but it's fuzzy. It's not even a clear image. The second receptor, I think it's V2 or whatever they call it, now is a little clearer, and you're going, well, maybe it's not a snake, but what is it? And by the third receptor, which is now the main receptor, which goes into the cortex and says, clear image, that's a hose. But and this happens in more than thousandths of a second. It's that quick. And yet imagine what a computer could do with that same information randomly, with random things that could come at you, because life comes at us somewhat randomly, but we're very good at pattern recognition. And it's amazing how fast we can recognize and record something and remember it. But so I'm thinking in the e-learning thing, whether it's, and natural language is probably one of the easiest things for e-learning, because so much is based on how you respond to something. But on the other hand, so much is based on how we program it to answer a question, right or wrong. And it's right now it's sort of stupid, simple decision tree. If you say this, you have this option, that option. Which one do you take? And how does the brain remember? And that's where I think e-learning has been the worst. Most organizations are too busy worrying about lawsuits and being politically correct rather than worrying about emotions. And how the brain remembers anything that's emotional will be remembered by the brain. If there's no emotion carried in it, it's gone. We won't remember it. It has almost no impact to our brains, the way our hypothalamus, our cortex, everything works. It'll be ignored.